In this video today, I'm going to share with you the single best way to trade with the trend and be on the right side of the trade every single time. This simple and profitable way of trend trading is going to change the way you trade forever. Let's take a look. This trend trading indicator that I'm about to show you is called the true trend. Now, while CCI trading, I discovered and created a simple yet powerful indicator that is the best way to define the trend that I've ever seen. 19 years of trading has taught me that price action is everything, and using an indicator to trade with the trend is very helpful. Here's how it works. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you is called the trend CCI. The true trend has two parts, and right now you're only looking at one of them because we're going to start from the beginning and make this really easy. You have heard the age-old question before that everyone asks about trend trading. When does a new trend begin? And then the other question that comes along with it, when does a trend end? Now, the trend CCI, which is what you see here, and again, it's positive. If any reading is showing positive, which means it has a reading above the zero line, then that means that price is in an uptrend. The trend is up. And anytime the reading is negative, when your reading is below the zero line or negative, very simple, the trend is down. And you can see that over here. Why the true trend is negative, the trend is clearly down. Now, I'm going to show you in a second how to trade around that trend. Look over here and you will see the trend is sideways. The readings are sideways, and over here we have another downtrend to take advantage of. Very simple. So let's just recap real quick. Anytime the trend CCI is showing a positive reading, the trend is up. And anytime the true trend is showing a negative reading, the trend is down. You only want to take trades on the buy side when the trend is up. You only want to take sell side trades when the trend is down. You want to trade with the trend, always trade with the trend. You have heard it before a million times, and it could not be any truer. The trend is your friend. You could pull up any chart on any time frame and take a look if you're on the right side of the market by looking at the true trend indicator. For example, if you are short any instrument or any currency pair and the true trend is positive, you're on the wrong side of the market. It's that simple. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is called the Entry CCI. The Entry CCI will help you enter the trade in the direction of the trend so that you're always trading with the trend. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you. You can see this blue line added over here to the trend indicator, and this is called the Entry CCI. And what this indicator does is it will help you find the right time and place to take an entry. Because sometimes you might have noticed that often what happens when you take an entry, you take a trade and it feels like the trade is going immediately against you. And the reason for that is most of the time, when most traders take entries, they're following momentum, so they're actually buying and selling, chasing after price. So for example, you can see right here, follow my pointer right here, follow this Entry CCI, which is the blue line. So anytime the trend CCI is negative, we do not want to take a short trade anytime the Entry CCI is also negative. Because that means price is already moving toward the trend and it's too late to get into the trade. We want to wait. We want to wait for the Entry CCI to be pulled back against the trend like a rubber band. That is the sweet spot. All of these areas here, when the Entry CCI is trading positive against the negative trend, that's when you have this alert go off in your head. Okay, now's the time to begin looking for trades. Now's the time when I want to get in. This is how you look for sweet spots to enter the market with the trend. What do I do? What do I need to look for? The first thing you're looking for is the Entry CCI to be pulled away from the trend. Now here you have momentum currently overbought in a downtrend, and that is where you want to be looking to get into a short trade. Here's a classic textbook entry, so we're going to focus right here. You see the trend is down, which means you're looking for shorts. You see the Entry CCI is now trading with the momentum of price against the trend. So I'm looking for price action to take me back toward the trade with the trend. How do you do that? It's very easy. You're only looking for sell-side trades. On the close of this price bar, the Entry CCI is now positive, giving me trade criteria to look for an entry. I'm waiting for price now to make a lower low than the previous price bar for entry. It does not occur on this next price bar. Price did not make a lower low than the previous price bar. On this next price bar, it also does not occur. Look right here, price makes a lower low, and that is the entry right there. Look at that. That is the entry right there. Now, that got me into the trade. It's going towards the trend at the optimal time using price action. It gave me the best time to get into the trade. It didn't get into the trade when price had already fallen, when the momentum is already toward the downtrend. I waited for the right time. The best time is when the current price momentum following the entry CCI is pulled away from the trend, and then I'm looking for price to take me back into the trade toward the trend. If you do this, if you take all your trade entries using this method right here, you will be on the right side of the market every single time you ever take a trade. And when you are wrong, you will get out of the trade quickly. Cut your losing trade short. This entry method alone will drastically increase your trading ability. This is really important. This makes trading a lot easier. The true trend indicator is the simplest way to define a trend. The trend is either up when the trend CCI is positive, or the trend is down when the trend CCI is negative. You are only going to trade with the trend, and you're waiting for the best time to take entries. And it's not always going to work out. You can see right here on this next trade right here that it did. Again, this was the entry. It set me up for a huge gain. This trade had at least 1 to 2, 1 to 3, maybe a 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio. This one again here was about 1 to 3. And then this trade over here, the next time I have trade criteria is right here on this price bar when the previous low was taken out and price doesn't go in the direction of the trend right here. I'm going to get stopped out. My stop would have been right up there, stopped out. If the trade doesn't go in my favor, I'm out of it. Do not hold on to losing trades. Very easy. But then you can see over here, I have another entry and another entry, another entry. We get back toward the trend all the way over here. Then we're going to see the trend change. Now we're looking for longs. This makes trading so much easier than you ever have seen it. This simple indicator is very powerful. I want you all to start using it. This is going to help your trading immensely. Does this indicator work on all time frames? Absolutely. It doesn't matter what time frame you use. Here's the 30-minute. So let's look at the 30-minute here, and we're going to get into everything together. The best time frame to trade, which depends, first of all, your personality, what is your schedule like, how much time do you have to be looking at the charts, how active of a trader are you. It all depends on so much information, and we'll get into it all, but right now we're going to focus on how to trade with the trend. You can see here we are trading the 30-minute time frame. I'm not recommending the 30-minute time frame. We're only looking at a random time frame and a random chart to show you how well this indicator works. All right, you can see that this is an uptrend. Price started here on the left side on the bottom, and the whole time is going up, ending up on the top right. All right, an uptrend. You can see the entire time the true trend, except for right here, it turns negative and then pops positive, is showing that price is in a positive trend. Now we're all looking to take long or buy side trades because the trend CCI is positive. You can see each time the entry CCI pulled away from the trend, it gave us an opportunity to go ahead and get long. Knowing how to trade with the trend and when to enter the market makes trading a lot easier. This is going to help you be on the right side of the market almost all of the time. Do you know what? It's a lot easier to manage a trade when you're on the right side of the market. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to focus on what we've covered here today, what we took a look at, and I want you to understand how it works. Because then from here, we can get into other things. We can get into the best time frame for you to trade, the best pairs to trade, into position size, risk management, and managing trades, all of the important stuff. You got to start at the beginning. You have to start at the beginning, which is to start to trade with the trend. I appreciate all of you taking the time with me today to learn about this. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I look forward to working with you and to sharing a lot more information. That's it for now, everybody. I hope you're having a great day.